It's lights out and away we go. Leclerc gets away well. Hamilton and Bottas now jockeying for position.
Hello everyone. If you are new to Formula 1 racing or you want to know more about this thrilling motorsport with speed and excitement, well, you have come to the right place. In this beginner's guide, we do not want to bore you with a lot of technical details. We will give you just enough background knowledge so the next time you happen to talk to a F1 fanatic friend, you will know what they are talking about, and hey, maybe you might even pitch your own views. Mind you, there's a whole world inside of Formula 1 beyond what you see on TV or even on the tracks. Brace yourself because you are about to start a lifelong journey that is full of excitement, extravagance and pure thrill. Formula 1, also known as F1, is regulated and governed by the International Automobile Federation, also called FIA, which was founded in 1904 and has its headquarters located in France. The origin of F1 dates back to 1920. It is after another 2 decades, in 1950, in a village in England called Silverstone, the first World Championship was held, marking the inauguration of British Grand Prix. Although at the beginning, only the winning team of the season was considered to be the champions. After almost another decade, in 1958, FIA decided to acknowledge the team with the best car. Since then, there has always been the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship to determine the winners of each season. Today's F1 cars are much more different and safer than the cars from early days. However, there are few constants that has persisted through time. F1 cars are open cockpit, single seat and open wheel. Since 2014, F1 cars are powered with 1.6-litre V6 hybrid engines. Formula 1 engines are limited to 15,000 revolutions per minute, and that's more than twice of your family car. And their power lies in the 850 horsepower ballpark. If you wonder about the speed of these cars, F1 cars can reach speeds about 350 km per hour easily. F1 is not just about the race. Lots of hard work happens way before it even ever comes to races. There are lots of aspects from financial to engineering resources to be managed. This is why F1 Championship is being participated by teams rather than individuals. For the 2020 season, there were 10 teams enrolled in the F1 Championship, with each having 2 cars competing in a race, accounting to a total of 20 cars. However, according to new Formula 1 sporting regulations, a maximum of 26 cars can be admitted to each championship, with 2 cars being entered by each team. These are the teams registered for 2020 season: Mercedes, Haas F1 team, McLaren, Alfa Romeo Racing, Red Bull Racing, Renault, Ferrari, Alfa Tauri, Williams and Racing Point. Now we know how F1 started. You must be wondering what terms like season and Grand Prix mean. In simple words, a season of F1 consists of series of races usually held over the course of a year. Each of the races in a season called Grand Prix. In short, you can call it a GP as well. Usually over the months from March to December, the F1 Grand Prix takes place across the most popular racing locations in the world. These races happen during the weekend. Each season, there are up to 22 Formula 1 Grand Prix leading up to a completion of the season. Each Grand Prix in a season is named after the hosting country. For instance, if the GP is being held in Australia, it is called the Australian Grand Prix. Now, you must be wondering about the tradition of spraying champagne that happens after the race. After every Grand Prix, the podium places are acknowledged and the trophies are awarded for the day's winners. Each Grand Prix lasts for 2 hours, and therefore the standard distance for the race is 190 miles, taking the circuit length into consideration. However, Monaco being a slower circuit, Monaco GP only has a race length of 161 miles. By now, you must be wondering how winners of the season are decided if there are so many races. It is easy. Grand Prix finishing positions from 1 to 10 are awarded points according to the F1 point system, and points are accumulated over a season to decide the winner of the Formula 1 World Championship. Every season always has a Drivers' Champion and a Constructors' Champion, and F1 point system is valid for both of these. I know you all have one question now. When do the World Champions get their trophies? The trophies are awarded at the FIA prize giving ceremony that happens a few weeks after the final race of the season. As you already know, each Grand Prix happens over the weekend from Friday to Sunday. The big race day is on Sunday, and there are practice and qualifying sessions that are happening on Friday and Saturday. Usually on a regular GP weekend, there are 3 practice sessions given for the teams. These sessions are held Friday and Saturday morning. If the races are happening at night, these practice times might vary from the usual times. Teams utilize these sessions to get their drivers to find their magic rhythm with the track and also to optimize their car to suit the track conditions. They also make this an opportunity to test the track with different tires and also try out new upgrades to their car to see their real-world performance. Qualifying rounds are one of the most exciting experiences you as a spectator can have. As the name suggests, qualifying sessions decides what your position is in the starting grid on the race day. As each driver gets a clear track, they really try to squeeze everything out of the machine to mark the fastest possible time they can. There are 3 paces in the qualifying, with the drivers with the slowest lap times being eliminated as they progress. In the first pace, Q1, all the cars compete and 16 to 20 positions are filled. In the next pace, Q2, 11 to 15 positions are filled. In Q3, the final pace, 1 to 10 positions are filled. The first position on the grid is called the pole position, and being on pole position gives more strategic advantage over the whole grid as the driver can really exploit the benefits of driving on a clean track. Qualifying sessions are believed to be a never to be missed event on a GP weekend as drivers are full of adrenaline, pushing their cars to its ultimate limits. Formula 1 has given us so many heroes, and it also took away many heroes from us. After all, Formula 1 is a dangerous sport. Whatever safety measures taken by the authorities, it will always remain as a dangerous sport. But we think that's one of the reasons Formula 1 remains as the pinnacle of motorsport. Best 20 drivers on the planet driving the best 20 cars of the planet. There's a whole lot of interesting things in this amazing sport, but we'll reserve them for another episode. Thank you for watching. What do you think about Formula 1? Who will win the championship this year? Comment below. We'll see you in another episode. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.